Hi everyone, it's Suzanne. Thank you for joining me today for another video tutorial. Today I have I don't know, I'm calling it sort of like a clamshell box. So that's how it opens. And I'm using like really old designer series paper. So today I thought I would use the new designer series paper from the holiday catalog, and I'd like to make this into a really unique little gift box. So it's about, yeah, it's 3 by 3 square, so it's cute. Okay, let's get started. I don't want to take up your time too much. We're going to need a piece of cardstock that is 11 7/8 long and 8 3/4 wide. And I'm going to start scoring on the short side today. So I'm going to score at 2 7/8, and then again at 5 7/8. And then long side, 1 1/2, 4 1/2, 7 3/8, and 10 3/8. Okay, so now I'm going to have to score again at 2 1/2. So because there's some really unique cutting here going on, and what we need to do is, you'll see our first score line here at 1 1/2. I'm going to score again at 2 1/2, and I'm just going to go down to the 3-inch mark, and then I'm going to score again at 9 3/8, and I'm going to do the same just to that box. And then I'm going to turn it around and do the same thing again. So we're going to score at 2 1/2, and we're going to score at 9 3/8. All right, that's it for our scoring tool. Get out my, oops. I'm going to get out my bone folder, and we're going to fold all of our score lines, the ones that you can reach. So don't fold these ones yet. That is just a basic guideline for our cutting. All right. So now we're going to cut, and we may as well okay, there, you might be able to see a little better. So we're going to cut along each of these score lines, and we're going to cut here and here as well. And it can be a little difficult, so just take your time, or if you have a little craft knife. I bet you those small paper snips probably would have been a much better idea. It's been really sunny here in the Okanagan, and I'm filming these videos a little bit ahead of time because I know I get quite busy as a stylist during the Christmas time. So I am desperately trying to get some of these Christmas projects out on the go, and I've had them sitting and waiting specifically for Christmas. That one is a little easy. That was easier by folding that piece in, okay? So same thing on the other side. cut up that half score line. I'm going to fold that piece in because that seems to be way easier to do. And then do the same on that side. It's not a lot of cutting, but it's a little awkward, isn't it? Okay, last one. Up on that score line. That doesn't go all the way. Oops. There. And there. Okay. So what you should have is something that looks like that. And you can kind of see how it already is sort of coming into place. So here's your box, and these pieces fold in for your lids. Okay, so note, DSP goes on first. All right, so I didn't put anything in the middle of our box. So that is the bottom. So I didn't put anything there. So we want DSP on these pieces, and the DSP, you can have 2 or 4 pieces at 2 3/4 to 2 by 2 3/4. And the reason why I'm saying that is because you actually don't have to have this piece of DSP because it's like a double. So if you wanted to save a little bit of your paper, but I don't mind. So I'm using a slightly different color. And this all comes from the All Is Calm Designer Series pack. Okay, so now obviously we want to do those 3 sides. And so those 3 sides there. And we are going to require DSP 6 pieces at 2 3/4 by 1 1/4. Okay. Oops. Oh. I like to be accurate even in my little videos, sorry. Oh, that's just gonna bother me now. There we go. At least I have these sort of pre-stuck so you don't have to see me wrestle with the snail. It's actually back to school time at the salon, so I'm actually quite busy right now working too, and I feel a little exhausted. I've been feeling that way for a couple of days. All right. Okay, so now we need sticky strip. We are only going to do so sticky strip goes there and there. So easy. Going to put, oh, that's not very nice. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna put a little bit there. And of course I want to make it as sturdy as possible. And oh my goodness, shaky hands today. Try to move along a little faster. My camera will turn off after 20 minutes, so let's hope I'm not under 20 minutes, over 20 minutes. Okay, you get the idea. I could have used snail here just for speedy purposes, but my boxes that I use will actually go to my hostesses that host parties with me, friends and family who our lovely. Okay, so we only need one side to be stickied. I'll choose this side. It's just easier because it's closer to me. Oops. Oh well, it's got a wrinkle in it. And oh my gosh. And one side here. And you only have to do one piece. You don't have to do two. Okay. Get my paper piercer out. I'm going to make the box. And then, hopefully, I have time. So again, use your flat top work surface. There we go. Easy, right? So I'm going to take, ouch. I don't know if you saw that, I just jabbed my own self. Okay, so these, actually it's better if I do it this way. Oh my gosh, I'm all thumbs and fingers today. There we go. And you can trim up as you need to. This is a little awkward of a box, so it's not the easiest to trim up. So like I've got a little bit of rough pieces there, and I will make it all pretty. Okay, there, box made, hey? Real quick. So I'm just gonna quickly add a few little things. First of all, I wanted to put the buttons on. Now I have my string. You could probably use brads, and brads might be a great idea. I actually like the idea of the button. So I suppose I could use my little paper piercer first. Get that in the center-ish. So we'll do one real quick. Hopefully I ran out of time on my other video, so I'm absolutely frightened now that I'm going to run out of time on this one. And I'm not the best sewer in the world. And I think I just went over these twice. And you know, if you secure it well enough, you can do a little trim and a knot at the back. Cute. That was a little too much, wasn't there? Okay, so I'll just show you what I mean. So this guy just requires a little bit of a knot just to secure that button on. You do want to leave a little bit of room, not much though, and it. Okay, so you get my meaning. Brad's probably would have been a quicker choice. I'll figure that later. Okay, and this one, I want to do this one real quick. I say real quick, and then I'm probably going to dilly-dab and jibber-jab. I'm really enjoying this paper. I think it's beautiful. And there's a couple of embellishments to the snowflakes, really cute. So this is white baker's twine. The other one I did linen thread, and that's a lovely medium as well to work with. Okay, okay, that one's done properly. I just double knotted it. Okay, trim that up. I am going to do a little bit of stamping. Excuse me. So I'm going to use the Merry Everything. It is one of the new stamp sets, Christmas stamp sets. And yeah, I'm going to use just the to and from. So I thought that would be cute. I'm going to use the smoky slate, and the reason I did smoky slate on the buttons and smoky slate on the inside, so it gives a little bit of difference. Cute. Then I'm going to use the tag that goes along with this punch. Very decidedly Christmas. Oops, there we go. And I had a little bit of extra. So how this works is you're to tie a white piece of thread or underneath the button, and it's to remain knotted underneath. And then you just sort of leave it out, and then you can twist it and around the two buttons. I'll fix that up a little bit. Whoops. I'm sure it'll be a little bit more solid. I think that's all you need. And then for this, I thought I would just, sorry, totally off camera. Yeah, I just thought I would put a little dimensional on the back. I suppose you have to write the person's name on it first. I'll make it a little bit more stable. Really, if you're given a present at Christmas time, it's pretty much a Christmas present. It doesn't necessarily have to say Merry Christmas. But, okay. So that's the little clamshell type box that we just made, hopefully under 20 minutes. My camera hasn't turned off, so that's a good thing. You don't have to write anything down. Of course, with all my videos, I will have all the dimensions and the scoring and all of that on my blog, which is sunstampin.com. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I hope you had a lovely time with me, and come back for a couple more Christmas projects. Thanks so much. Bye.